President Biden met with Ukraine's Prime Minister Denis Shmyhal here in Washington. We sat down with the Prime Minister just before he returned to Ukraine and began our conversation with the situation in Mariupol.
Mariupol now is surrounded by Russia's army. Some thousands of our soldiers, some thousands of civilians, together with them, it's mostly women and children, are hiding in the basements of these enterprises. Soldiers are protecting these civilians, but quantity of Russian soldiers, quantity of Russian techniques is times more than our soldiers. But now we have heard that Russians begin to bombarding this enterprise, these shelters where our soldiers and civilians are saving from their bombs. So there are terrible atrocities, terrible war crimes on the Mariupol territory.
There have been satellite images of mass graves around the city.
Absolutely.
Your government has said Mariupol might be a red line. And because of the atrocities, diplomacy may not be possible. Are we at that point? Has that line been crossed?
Mariupol is like symbol of brave Ukrainian soldiers and civilians who 2 months protect their city from Russian invasion, from Russian atrocities. So this is like symbol for the world, and I think that it will be a red line for the all civilized world, not only for Ukrainian people. So we will protect our country, we will protect our cities, and Mariupol will stay till the end because of our soldiers say that we will stay here and protect our city till the end.
I heard you say that it might be the worst catastrophe of the century. So do you believe, after doing something like that, that Russia can negotiate in good faith?
Russia done many atrocities and many war crimes in Ukraine. But we understand that this terrible war could be finished only on the table of negotiations. With presence of our partners, of world leaders, of civilized countries, but we should sign some papers about finish of this war.
President Biden says he will go to Congress next week and ask for more money to provide weapons to Ukraine. The last time that happened, it took 3 weeks for Congress to sign off on funds. Do you have 3 weeks to wait?
We count every minute, every hour, not every day, not every week or months, because every minute and every hour, soldiers, civilians, children, women are dying. Because of this, we need faster decisions. But United States, European Union, civilized world make many faster decisions, and we're so much grateful for this. We need more support.
But specifically, is it medical supplies you need most? Is it heavy weapons? Is it just cash?
We need weapon, medical support, but many countries support us because they take our injured soldiers. The cash, in sense of our budget, is very important for social and humanitarian responsibilities of our state to our people.
And that's $4 to $5 billion a month Ukraine needs.
Yes,
because... Did you get pledges for that here in Washington?
Yes, we have many negotiations with G20 countries, with International Financial Organization, IMF, World Bank. So all of them approved this amount. But now, after liberation of some territories of Ukraine, we need also support by finances, by technologies for mine cleaning activity, because more than 120,000 square miles are under mining and bombs. Some of the families going back to their house, opening this wash machine or freezers, garages, basements, everything is mined by Russians, and many people, civilians people, are dying now on the liberated territories because of this mining of their houses.
The UN Secretary General says he's flying to Moscow next week to meet with Vladimir Putin. Do you think this is any kind of diplomatic breakthrough?
I'm not sure. So many leaders of countries of civilized world, international organization try to have this negotiation, but I think that Russian Federation and Putin are not interested in this negotiation. They're interested in other things. They're interested in genocide of Ukrainians. They're interested in creation of migration crisis in Europe and in the world. They're interested in creation of food crisis, energy crises. I'm not sure or they're capable to hold these negotiations in proper way.
Here in Washington, did you receive promises of more military training for Ukrainian soldiers?
We have support from our partners for military training right now. So we are training, we change standards, we study new technologies for our soldiers and our army. So everything is on its way.
Everything's on its way.
Absolutely.
Do you believe the U.S. wants Ukraine to fight to a stalemate or to actually defeat Vladimir Putin, to actually win?
I personally think that it's impossible to win the war in the battle with nuclear state. We may protect democracy in Europe, on our continent, in the world, but I think that this war should be finished when we clean our territories from Russian occupants.
Are you saying that a full withdrawal of Russian troops is the only way to end the war?
I think yes. If Russians will leave territory of Ukraine, if we will have guarantees of safety for our country from our partners, if we will have possibility to recover our country and using Russians' frozen assets.
There's a proposal in Congress to seize some of those frozen Russian accounts and use them to repay damage, to pay for damage in Ukraine. Did you get guarantees from the U.S. that they're looking at doing that?
We have these negotiations with United States, with all of our partners. This is very important international issue and task and goal to find solution how to take these frozen assets and finance recovery of Ukraine in this case. And for future, it should be like standard. If some country will make aggression against another democratic countries, it should pay for this absolutely for everything.
So the $600 billion you said it will take to rebuild Ukraine, you think that can come from the yachts of oligarchs and bank accounts that the U.S. froze?
Absolutely, as a minimum. For now, we count all of these damages, which and destroying infrastructure, destroying residential building, houses of the people, or the energy infrastructure, enterprises infrastructure, losing of the GDP for our country for many years because they destroy part of our economy. So all of this should be paid by Russia, absolutely.
All right. Mr. Prime Minister, thank you for your time today.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Our full interview can be seen on our website at facethenation.com.